I'm Vicki Ruiz. I'm Distinguished Professor of History and Chicano Latino Studies at the University of California, Irvine.
And what's your role in the AHA?
I am the incoming president and president-elect. Often with historians, we have similar interests, but our interests are not the same. One of the things that I love about the AHA is that I can go to panels of which the historiography is completely unfamiliar to me, but I can go back and not think about, well, they didn't quote this person, they didn't cite this person, but I can go and enjoy history. I don't, and enjoy the narrative, and I learn a lot. I'm just very excited about the young upcoming historians, those who are in graduate school, those who are early career, and the way in which they approach history, the type of methodologies that they use, their theoretical interventions are beyond what I could dream of as a graduate student. There's something for everyone at the AHA, and it's really important for younger members to feel a sense of ownership and investment in the organization, because they are the future of the organization. Come, shape it for the future. The AHA is critical in terms of the conversations that can occur among historians. It's a process of learning, of collaboration, of sharing. Zeth Denbo, our digital guru, has made a tremendous impact in terms of putting the AHA sort of footprint on the web and the development of AHA communities where people of different interests can come together and share ideas. There's an AHA community for affiliated societies, AHA, community for graduate students. There's a lot of interest, and if we can keep, and member can work with the staff in forming a community, and I think we could have a really interesting sort of continuing conversation. So they just don't end at one convention and then you pick it up again at another, but in a way in which people can continue to talk to one another and converse. I think we're going to see many more digital sessions that emphasize use of not only technology but also approaches. I also think that we're going to see, I hope to see many more poster sessions, which enables more people to participate. And also, to be honest, the poster session I attended today was as interesting as any panel I've ever been to. And I was able to interact, not only read the poster, I could interact with the person who created it. And there was a sense of immediacy one does not take if you're in an audience of 200 or 300 people. A sense that you can really sort of ask questions. And it sort of opens, and I would hope that there can be digital interventions so that we could have a conversation, not only within the physicality of the hotels, but to connect with scholars who, for many reasons, cannot be here. It's not only exchanging ideas, but also you form friendships. And there's a sense of collegiality, and particularly for early career, I tell students that get on a conference program, and if the senior commentator likes your work, follow up, get feedback. This is a person who could potentially review your manuscript for a press who they might send it to, and also a person that would be well versed to write you a tenure letter. So it's important to be engaged, not only in terms of the intellectual imprint and the ideas that you get, but also in terms of the connections you make in the discipline. There's so many ideas, and for me as a scholar who's on the other end of her career, I get very energized by the younger scholars and the future of the profession, and it just renews my enthusiasm for historical inquiry. There's always something new. But go to what you like. Go to what you like, Go in your area of interest. Go on something that you just find. Go to at least one session that's completely out of your field. You may get ideas for your work that you hadn't thought about. Because if you pondered a question, probably someone else in some other field has pondered similar questions or had similar questions about the archive or about how to interpret a source. Go to the graduate student reception. Go to the job interview, the mock job interviews. Be involved in the organizations. Take advantage of all the free receptions and the free food. Because I know New York is an expensive place. I mean, and we try, the AHA very consciously works very hard to keep meeting rooms as reasonable as we can. And in some cities, we're able to do housing bureaus to sort of do sort of a roommate matching service, and also to locate less expensive housing. I think it's good to be able to have difficult conversations. We may not agree, but the AHA could be a space where we can air our views, and we can have, I think, fairly meaningful conversations that are rooted in historical context. Often in today's polarized environment, positions are taken without a sense of what the history behind it. And I think what's wonderful about the discussions at the AHA is that these arguments are coming from a place of context.